Hi, as Don Juan de Marco was famously said, every woman is a mystery. But what about man? Can a guy be mysterious? Because I'm sure as hell that guys have secrets that women don't know about. So today we'll look at 12 things that almost every man hides from his lady. Jealousy. Guys usually don't demonstrate their feelings that much, especially in public. All that girly stuff may only irritate them. So when a guy sees his girl openly flirting with some dude, he won't even blink. But believe me, usually at times like these, guys are ready to explode of that cheddar breed jealousy. Men also get scared. Guys will never tell you they're afraid. They will more likely swallow their own tongue. But in truth, everyone has phobias. Men will never tell you that they're afraid of spiders, clowns, dark, and whatnot, just to maintain their manliness. Guys like self-confident chicks. One of the main secrets is that men tend to see women the way they see themselves. So if a guy was to decide whether to go out on a date with a super fly-looking model girl, or a charismatic but a bigger girl, he'd probably choose the latter. It's hard to believe, but self-confidence makes a girl a lot more physically attractive. Strong men also cry. If you don't take my word for it, ask Lebowski. Not a single lady can hold her tears while watching a man cry in some soap opera. And men also have feelings. It's just that when he's about to cry, he's gonna say that it's bullshit and will quickly wipe out his harsh man's tears. Guys are polygamous. Dear girls, if you feel like some of your friends, or for instance your sister maybe, is a super hot top model type of chick, then you better be ready that your man's gonna like her. Although not necessarily, but chances are pretty big. He won't tell you that though. It's very childish to believe that your love has put him in a trance of some sort and is no longer likes looking at other girls. Men care about their women's looks. You don't have to follow all the latest fashion trends at that point, but most men like seeing their girl in a so-called smart and sexy style. It's when you look elegant but sexy at the same time. And you shouldn't look vulgar too. Remember, sweet ladies, men like what they see. Men also like compliments. It usually happens so that in a relationship, men are responsible for making compliments. But guys also like when girls tell them how cool they are, or tell them how they love them. It seems like a little thing, but it may very well change the relationship between the two into a positive perspective. Guys also want to know that it was worth washing their face in the bath for that half an hour before they went on that date. I don't know how to do that. It is crucial for a guy to feel like a real man in the eyes of a woman. That's why men always try dealing with all sorts of problems, even if those doesn't float their boat. Men always try holding their dignity, even if they don't have the slightest idea about how to fix the hairdryer. We don't know what to say. When girls start asking you tricky questions, which by the way happens quite often, you don't really know what to do when they say something like, "Am I fat?" Because when they ask that, they keep looking at you like they're trying to fry your brain with their laser vision or something. So if you see that your girl looks a bit fatter in that new dress of hers, you better keep your mouth shut. I can't afford that. It's not a big secret that guys have a competitive nature. When they're in a bar discussing things with their friends, drinking that beer and shit, they don't like admitting their failures. They just won't tolerate the idea that there might be something that they can't afford. Some guys like girly stuff. That's right, girls. Guys also like taking care of themselves. Their nails, their skin and hair. They think that girls like when they take care of their looks. Sometimes guys start crossing a bit of a line there, but usually they're no longer interested in girls anymore at that point. But if they still do, then they better try concealing the fact because it's not exactly a guy's thing from the start. Men never just leave. If a man is interested in a woman, he won't just leave. And girls aren't the only ones being mysterious, okay? Man's consciousness is full of mysteries and secrets. And sometimes, if a guy leaves you, it doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't like you anymore. He might still be at the bottom of his heart. So, do you guys have any secrets you want to share? This is a safe place to do that, so please feel free spilling the beans. Nobody will ever know. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to put thumbs up and subscribe because there are loads of interesting stuff coming up. Cheers.